Look, I went and it didn't do anything. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. I want to just lay the agenda out for you real quick, okay? Everybody that's going to speak on stage here today works for me. I'm not bringing in other people. I'm not bringing somebody in to pitch you on something else, okay? I want to mentor 1 million people this year. Let's find out if you got the little think. It's a bad idea, man. I said, dude, I'm all about bad ideas. Let's make a bad idea work. Because you can't always have the perfect idea. Would you agree? If you wait until you have the perfect idea, you're never going to execute on anything. I said, Bill, I'm telling you, I don't mind competing against Macy's and Bloomingdale's and Nordstrom's. I don't care, man. Let's play. My parents didn't know what to do, man. They were just out there pushing and shoving and doing the best they could do. And they loved me and they took care of me. My dad died when he was 52 years old. Heart blows up in his chest from stress. You know, and my mom had to raise me at 48 years old with no education, no information, and no money. 5 kids, the burden of that, and no information. Any information she had was actually bad information. Save your money, buy a house, pay your stuff off. How many have been programmed like this? Buy a house. How many of you bought a house? Let me see, how many of you in the room own a home? They got you. Okay, how many of you have cash in a bank account today? How many of you have cash in a bank account? They got you. You go out, you work your ass off every day, work, and then take the money and bring it to Wells Fargo. Here, you keep it. It's crazy, man. Because you guys don't have choices. I didn't have choices. I did the same thing you did. How many of you went to college or you started college? They got you. $1.6 trillion in college debt that was called higher education. What it is a liability. That's what it is. You lost 5 or 6 years. Forget the money. You lost 5 or 6 years of your life. It ends up being your first loss for most people. It ends up being the first loss. I'm telling you, the information I have, folks, will change your life, I promise you. I'm not here to motivate you. I'm here to give you information that'll change your life and make you rich. I'm 61 years old. I shouldn't understand any of this stuff, but I do understand it because I'm committed to my freedom. I don't really care about this. This is not the play. I talk about money a lot. If you're new to me, you're gonna hear me talk about money a lot. Money's not the play, freedom's the play, if you're taking notes, okay? I'm gonna mentor 1 million people this year on freedom. To get freedom, you gotta start cutting some of the ideas that you have. The first thing, if you want freedom, you gotta get rid of something. You can't just start adding stuff. What you gonna get rid of? You gotta get rid of some of the stuff you're doing. You gotta stop doing something first. If you wanna add something, change your life. Here we are in 2020. This is a good time to change, everybody agree? It's gonna either be better or it's gonna be worse. See, I'm the guy that's gonna tell it to you real. You are not guaranteed a better 2020 than a 2019 just because you're in this room, or just because you ask God, or just because you pray to whoever, or just because you're a good person, by the way. You can be a good person, you're not guaranteed anything. 2020, if you're taking notes, you should write this down every day. This year's either gonna be better for me, or it's gonna be worse for me. What I do today will determine whether it's going to be better or whether it's going to be worse. It will not be up to Trump. It will not be up to the Democrats. It will not be up to something that happens in Iran. It won't be up to the stock market. It's up to you. Okay? You guys want it to be better or worse? You don't want it to be a little better. You need to start thinking like this. Okay? First, get rid of the little think and the old ideas and the middle class mentality. I'm going to go to work. I'm going to save some money. I'm going to put it in the bank. I'm going to give it to the man. What's the bank do? The bank doesn't even keep your money. They hate money. Cash it's trash. Cash is garbage. It's pieces of garbage paper. It is only useful when it is used, if you're taking notes. They didn't teach you this in school. This should have been taught basic, 5th grade, 6th grade, not when in high school or college. Cash, this is a piece of paper, okay? It is a piece of paper, it's worthless. This is a piece of paper. This actually has more value. This piece of paper right here has more value than this piece of paper right here. Why? Because one person has this piece of paper. 2,000 people have this data. You understand? This piece of paper right here is useless though until it is used. I guarantee you one thing, I don't know if it's gonna be better for you or worse for you. I guarantee you this, it will not be the same as 2019.